It's time now for the PHL late afternoon news on this Saturday afternoon going into Saturday evening, July 25th, 2015. Good afternoon and evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins at your 4:40 p.m. news at 9:09 top story at 4:40 p.m. on this late Saturday afternoon going into Saturday evening here is Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu spoke to the media in the car Turkey about latest strikes against Islamic State group forces and Kurdish rebel bases. President Obama stressed better treatment for gays and lesbians in Africa while standing alongside Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta during a joint news conference on Saturday. In Leslie, Illinois, hundreds of people on Saturday attended the funeral of Sandra Bland, a black woman found dead in a Texas jail cell days after she was arrested following a minor traffic offense and incident said by activists to be yet another example. Donald Trump's hardline views despite Hispanics in Texas border town of Laredo, Washington, amid renewed controversy surrounding Hillary Rodham Clinton's use of private email for government work. A dispute erupted on Saturday over when and how she would publicly testify before the House Select Committee investigating at least one injured in a raging fire at the Cosmopolitan Hotel of Las Vegas. A man was killed by a shark off the coast of Austria while his adult daughter witnessed the attack from the boat. The pair was diving up for scalps of the state of Tasmania, the Associated Press reported. Sinai, Yemen, a Saudi-led military coalition announced on Saturday that a 5-day humanitarian ceasefire would take effect in Yemen starting Sunday evening at the request of Yemen's exiled president. A magnitude 4.2 earthquake centered in Fontana, California was reported Saturday morning according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The temperature occurred about 5:54 a.m. Tunisia's parliament voted overwhelmingly late Friday to pass the anti-terrorism law after a period of devastating attacks against tourists, but critics feared that the new legislation may endanger the country's hard-won freedoms. A funeral service for one of the two women killed in Lafayette, Louisiana theater shooting will be held on Monday. Military handling agreement said. Hi, Robert.
I have your Hershey Kisses, and look what I have, the little guy. That's him.
That's good. So I'm doing in the middle of a newscast here.
Sorry.
That's okay. Back
to the news, but the two witnesses escaped completely captured wherever he identified. Man was armed with a gun. The man died at the scene of the officer-involved shooting on Saturday near the intersection of Captain Avenue and Charter Street in New Orleans. Republican Senator and 2016 Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz lashed out at Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell Friday, calling him a liar on the chamber's floor. A federal judge has ruled that the U.S. current system of detaining children with their mothers after they cross the U.S. Both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 experienced drops this Friday, registering their largest losses in more than 3 months that is concerned with regard to the poor global growth, and a drop in Biden stock proved to be the major variables in the decline. The nation's second largest health insurer, Anthem, has agreed to buy the fifth largest health insurer in the country, Cigna, for $48.4 billion. Publisher Pearson has confirmed it's involved in the talks to sell its 50% stake in the economics group publisher Economist Magazine. Cape Canaveral, Florida. Pluto is hazier than the scientists expected and appeared to be covered with floor and ice. The team responsible for the New Horizons flyby Pluto last week released new pictures Friday of the previously unexplored world on the edge. The mighty megafauna of the last ice age, including the whirly mammoths, short-faced bears, and cave lions, largely went extinct because of the rapid climate warming events a new study has found. It would seem that deadwood is its uses after all. Scientists have discovered a species of fungi that, in right conditions, allows hair ice to grow in rotten branches of the trees. On Friday, the U.S. FDA has moved ahead with a controversial proposal that requires nutrition labels on food items that include the quantum of added sugars or sugar that did not exist in the food before it was processed or packed. A newly approved drug that has been hailed as a breakthrough treatment for high cholesterol is causing sticker shock across the healthcare industry. The water supply of St. Bernard-Parish suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana, has been found contaminated by amoeba that is known to be potentially deadly for the second time in the last 2 years. All right, take a look at New England Insulars here at 444. A motor vehicle accident in Exeter, Rhode Island involved a motorcycle at 435 New Neck Hill Road. All right, take a look at sports here. The Boston Red Sox in the middle of the third are trailing the Detroit Tigers 2-0 at Fenway Park here. Bottom of the second in the Battle of the Bay, San Francisco Giants and Oakland Athletics. No score in the bottom of the second. Top of the third, no score between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. And top of the second, Seattle Mariners lead the Toronto Blue Jays 1-0 here. J.J. Seahawks family would like to honor his memory in the Hall of Fame ceremonies, but can't because of the policy. Cooperstown, New York Yankees Hall of Famer slugger Reggie Jackson got into a heated exchange with an autograph seeker Friday night, but family denied Saturday that it turned into a physical altercation. The Boston Red Sox on Saturday placed second baseman Dustin Pedroia back on the 15-day disabled list with a strained right hamstring, the same injury that cost him nearly a month of action straddling the All-Star break. Spanish number Tuesday, Tommy Roberto advanced to the Swedish Open and final with a 6-3, 6-4 victory Saturday over German rising star Alexander Zverev. Pair Chell Newsom, 4:46, and it's time for Trevor Portier on this late Saturday afternoon going into Saturday evening here. And Interstate 95 on the southbound side here. It's slow from Tucket Eskers down to downtown Providence. 146 on the southbound side. Slow before Route 95 in downtown Providence here. 95 south, we got an accident before Route 146 in Providence, so expect some delays here. 95 in the northbound, little accident before Route 295 in Warwick here. Couple of accidents around Route 195 and in the westbound side around Swansea near Route 118, so expect some delays here around Route 6 and Route 195 in Swansea. Route 3 on the southbound side, slow from South Plymouth all the way at 130 Sandwich to Barnstable here. 20 on the southbound side, slow around in Falmouth Stretch. Route 28 on the northbound side, it's
slow on the southbound side of the Bourne Bridge. It's slow on Route 28 on the bridge. Route 1 on both ends around the Gillette Stadium area. It's expected to be slow due to the Taylor Swift concert, so expect delays around Route 1 in Foxburg. 95 on the southbound side, slow from Route 128 Kenton to before the Coney Street in Sharon. 495 on the northbound side, slow around Route 140 in Franklin here. Route 3 on the southbound side, slow from Weymouth all the way up to Derby Street in Hingham here. 120 on the southbound side, slow from Route 20 in Waltham all the way up to Route 9 in Wellesley here. Mass back on the eastbound side, it's slow before Route 120 in Weston here. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side, it's slow from the Mass back all the way up to 203 on the southbound side. Northbound side, it's looking good. Southbound side slow from Quincy all the way up to the Braintree split there. 93 it's slow on both ends on the southbound side. A little slow on the northbound end. Mass back on the westbound side. It is slow from Logan Airport all the way up to the South Boston here. I-84 on the westbound side, a little slow after the Mass back on the westbound side. It's slow before I-84 in Sturbridge. Mass back on the eastbound side, slow around the Charlton stretch here. Mass back on the eastbound side, it is slow from 495. Before 495 in Westboro, Massachusetts. Mass back interchange 290 and 395, a little slow here. 120 on the southbound side, it is slow before through the Redden stretch here. Up in New Hampshire here, we got an accident on Everett Turnpike after 293 in Manchester, New Hampshire, so expect some delays here. 95 on the northbound side, slow around the Hampton Tolls on the northbound side of New Hampshire here. Spalding Turnpike a little slow for the Summersworth and Rochester, New Hampshire stretches due to an accident on the Spalding Turnpike on the northbound side before 125 in Rochester, so expect some delays here. Mass Pike, Main Turnpike on the northbound side, a little slow around York Old Plaza here. Main Turnpike on the southbound side, a little slow around 295 in South Portland here. Alright, take a look at the MBTA alerts here at 4:49 here. Civil on SL5 Squares amount related to the traffic on the Career Rail. It's looking good and the ferries are looking good. Peter, Channel News Time is now 4:49 on this late Saturday afternoon going to the Saturday evening here. And it is time now for weather report here. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For tonight, slight chance of showers between midnight and 1 a.m., then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 a.m. Pittsburgh after 1 a.m. wise, mostly Costco, low around 38 degrees in east, wind about 6 miles becoming coming in the evening near. Anticipation is 40%. Sunday, chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly Costco, high about 69 degrees and south about 5 to 9 miles because I has 20 miles an hour. Anticipation is 40%. Do rain for months of less than 10 minutes. Check 10 miles possible thunderstorms here. Saturday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, the main before 5 a.m. Pittsburgh after midnight wise, mostly Costco, low at 6 degrees and south about 6 miles per hour. Anticipation is 30%.
New rain for miles between the 10 coordinates and 5 miles. Possible thunderstorms here. Monday, chance of showers and thunderstorms may after 8 a.m. Patch back before 9 a.m. hours. Mostly clouds. How about 83 degrees? Southwest with about 3 to 6 miles. By chest rate is 40%. No rain for miles between the 10 coordinates and 5 miles. Possible thunderstorms here. On the night, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Patch back after 11 p.m. Otherwise, mostly clouds. Low about 66 degrees and south with about 6 miles. By chest rate 20%. Tuesday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 a.m. Patch back before 9 a.m. hours. Mostly clouds. About 80 degrees and chest rate 20%. So that podcast got about 600 degrees. Wednesday, both sides got about 92 degrees. What's that? Podcast got about 69 degrees. Thursday, both sides got about 91 degrees. There's that. And Friday, chance of showers. Both sides got some percent got highs. Friday, 80 degrees. Low Thursday night, 70 degrees. Precipitation 30% on Thursday night. Friday's precipitation 40%. Friday night, podcast got about 65 degrees for Saturday. Both sides got about 84 degrees. Not temperature at 4:51 p.m. Sunday at 73 degrees and mostly clouds with a humidity of 62%. That's created for the Peter Channel late afternoon news on this July 25th, 2015 on a Saturday afternoon going to Saturday evening. Viewers, you have a good evening. I'll see you for late night report 11 o'clock. Have a good evening.